We are in Wellington League Park for the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. This is round 3 and it sees the defending champions, the Akarana Falcons, taking on the home side, the Wellington Orcas. Ethan is in the house for this commentary, and it's just about a must-win match for the Orcas. They've had 2 matches, no wins so far. The defending champions, the Falcons, have been on fire. They could be up to the challenge. The Orcas, they are at home.
What a task for the Orcas then to take on the reigning premiers. It is going to be a huge challenge, but when you are up against it, there is no place like home. Looks windy there too, so that in itself is sometimes a huge benefit for the hometown. You know what it's like playing in windy Wellington. It's not quite the same game.
So the Orcas will be at home. They're taking on the defending champions, the Akarana Falcons. The Orcas are the home side, and the fans will turn out on a nice day indeed. It's always windy in Wellington, but the conditions are kind of nice here at League Park. This is how the home side lines up. Leolta, she does a lot of work number 11. She is very, very strong indeed, and the pace comes out wide from toe. Philippi, the number 2, and Waitu Cooper. She's been outstanding so far in the opening 2 matches, leading from the back, a great sweeping pullbacker, and she'll continue to do that today. Let's go down to Anya Happy and get some words from the coaching staff.
We're joined by Daniel McEwen of the Wellington Orcas. Daniel, how's the preparation through the week been?
Yeah, not a bad week. Had a few setbacks last week, but preparation hasn't been too bad this week. A couple of good trainings under our belt, which is a positive. So a lot of positives to take into this week.
It's a bit windy. What are you expecting from Akarana's going to bring to this game?
Mate, they'll bring a lot. So they're going to pressure us in a lot of areas, and it's all about how we respond today. They're a top side, winning the competition the last couple of years. So we've got to be good across the park, and we're aware of that and know that. So, we've got a big one ahead of us.
Keys to success?
Patience, consistency, bit of resilience, and I think if we can build some pressure, we'll see how we go. And we've definitely got the team to be able to do something, but it's just a matter of having that belief in ourselves.
Good luck out there.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
That is the Wellington Orcas coach, Daniel McEwen, showing faith in his side. Also stipulating that defence will help them try and win this match. And he said defensively, they haven't put in their best performance so far, the Orcas. That's what they will hope to do today. Here's the Akarana Falcons. Here's how they shape up. Captain, fantastic, Keri Ratama. Many years of experience. She'll provide the leadership, and she also manages to provide the stability as well. The vice captain, Alice Shannon, she's a true success story of the girls' pathway. She started from under 16s and represents Mount Albert Premier Women's. She will certainly be one to watch for the Falcons. Let's get a few words from their coach, Charlotte Scanlon.
We're joined here by Charlotte Scanlon of the Akarana Falcons. Kia ora, Charlotte. You travelled down to Pōneke today. What are you expecting from the Orcas?
They're a side that can come out and really change up the game. Last year they done that against, I think it was the Vulcans. So I always come down here cautious but excited. I love being down in Wellington. It's a beautiful city. It's nice and windy as it always is. But I think they'll come out and play a really strong brand of footy.
Anything we should be looking out for? Any debutants or new position combinations?
No, we've kind of stuck to a really same team as that we have been. Really lucky with who we have at the moment, and they're starting to really show why they were picked, their superpowers, why they're in the team. For me now, it's just about the girls just believing in what we're trying to achieve and playing together as a team.
All the best out there today.
Thank you.
A wonderful advocate for Women's Rugby League is Charlotte Scanlon, showing some faith in her side. They're undefeated so far in the opening 2 rounds. The fans have turned out here in Wellington. You can't beat a great day in Wellington.
Oh, well, you got me there. Absolutely, positively Wellington, and that wind. Look, that she spoke about, obviously them throwing some unpredictability at them, and that wind and that cold that goes through that is also part of the whole environment and playing down there against a very good home Wellington side.
Those Akarana Falcons have strike power all over the pitch. Claudia Barnett, their halfback, she's the orchestrator. She likes to control the play. As both sides make their way out to League Park here in Wellington. On the right-hand side, in the blue jerseys, they're the defending champions, the Akarana Falcons. The Wellington Orcas looking for their first win so far in this competition. Is round 3 of the Sky Sport Women's Premiership League. Plenty of pressure on the number 14 from the Orcas, TK Liafi. She can play second row and halfback. She's a very versatile player. It'll be the Orcas that receive the ball first. Akarana to kick off. Leading the table at the end of round 2 are the Falcons, as well as Counties Manukau Stingrays. Looking for their first victory so far in the competition, and playing at home are the Orcas. Glorious rugby league facility, League Park here in Newtown in Wellington. And we're underway, 2:35-minute halves, round 3. Take early possession. We heard from Daniel McEwen. He said, I've talked to my players, and what we've done wrong in the first 2 rounds is allow too many errors to creep into our match. So we all know the Falcons are a very strict defensive side. They've got good line speed on defence, as why Tui Cooper goes on the inside, and she finds Cherie Burgess, who gets up and plays the ball quickly. They go down the right. Good defence from the Falcons, always getting involved. Latiti Allen, the number 12. She likes to top the tackle count. Try to go down the right-hand side, and the support plays there for Wellington. Good start from the home side. Good hands. Decide to kick on the 4th tackle. It's got good weight, good depth. Retrieved nicely from the Falcons. They nullify it, but a good start from the Orcas.
Yeah, strong opening set from the Orcas. They went a wonderful way downfield. I think it was 80 metres in total with the run meters, and a nice couple of little short sides and the kick as well. The chase now defensively is just as important. See what they can do with the strong wind at their back.
Riley Pasisi gets the ball going, and they go down the right-hand side, making her way back on the inside. Lavia. She's got some pace to burn, has the number 2, Malina Lavia from the Falcons. Good communication from Akarana at the moment. That's Topol, the number 13. A keen runner. Got good hands as well. Good distribution from the number 9. The referee says you weren't back on side, and an early penalty for Akarana. Good start from both teams, settling the nerves in the opening stages of this round 3. 35-minute half. They go for the tap. Caitlin Lewin, the number 13 from the Orcas, was always heavily involved in defence. It's the number 13s for both sides that are making an impact. The defence is there at the moment, running into traffic. They go down the right-hand side. The support play comes through, smashing in the tackle. Claridge to Iwamati. She's one of the co-captains. She's a good player from Wellington. Just about every set of 6 that's played on attack, you will see Topol get involved, the number 13. She is hungry for possession. They go right again. This time a cutout pass, stepping on the inside. Riley Pasisi. She is shut down by Wellington. Quick play, the ball comes through, very, very cheeky, very, very impressive, in a great way for the Falcons. Jade Tuliapa.
Oh, all too easy for this side. They came down, they got the penalty to boot too, which makes it even awkward. They came 100 metres, in fact. They played a short side, a lot of quick play of the balls as well, and Jade Tuliapa, what she was able to do was all too easy in the end too. You just saw the face ball there from the half. Claudia Barnett, she's shown already to be pretty firm in her directions and what she wants intentions-wise, and no one in front. Just as simply as picking up the ball and putting it down.
As you know, Monty, it's not an easy thing to do from number 9. She made that look too easy.
Oh, I don't think I could make it look that easy back in my day. There was no one there, and she just did it with such ease. Is some worrying signs for the Orcas side if you're going to make it that easy for the reigning premiers.
She's a busy player, is the number 9 from the Akarana Falcons, Jade Tuliapa. Possibly one of the more impressive number 9s that we've seen throughout the competition so far. Gets heavily involved, directs play, has great distribution, has worked on her passing, and also has worked tremendously on her fitness in the off-season as well. You can see the wind coming in here at Whanganui Atara. We'll go old school. It's always a good way to go. Lines it up, has her eye on the post, knows where the black dot is, and both referees say our touches go well done. Another 2 points for Akarana. Jade Tuliapa. She was involved in 3 handlings during the prior 3 tackles. Always hungry. She's a clever, crafty player. And exposing a weakness there in the marker defence, and says, I will just sneak my way over the line, and a great start for the defending champs. We're very busy in the off-season with the Falcons. Went through a 4-week trial period to select the team. They won the grand final last year against the Stingrays, Counties Manukau. And they'll get possession again. Caitlin Lewin from the Orcas kicks off. Goes deep and taken on the full. An early try for Akarana. They're asking questions of the defence already. That time, Cooper, the fullback, having to come in and make the tackle.
The chase needs to be better. They need to take the ground off this Akaranga side.
Nice show, no way through on the go at the moment. Good skill set, good legs. Great footwork from the forwards at the moment from Akarana. Going down the short side again, held up lovely that time by Peniata. Not afraid to get involved is the number 6 from Akarana. Slowly but surely making their way to the line. The defence of the Orcas are being challenged at the moment. There's no traffic there. Regathered nicely. The chase was good.
Well, it wasn't the best of kicks, but gives you an indication of that strong wind. But once again, just coming down the field with ease. The run meters from this Falcon side has just been deliberate. It's been strong, and it's with great intent.
Time for the Falcons to defend this time. 1-on-1 tackle. Nowhere that time to go for Serena Toto. She plays it, and they come on the inside. Good charging run. Need to make the yards to the Orcas, and what they need even more than that is a penalty. Perfect timing for them. So give them their first opportunity to be in a good attacking position.
Riley Passese, very good carry. They should have kicked that ball out. They had the wind at their back, would have helped their case, but that is a strong carry from Tuitupo.
Looking to make their way up the pitch are the Wellington Orcas. No victories so far in the opening 2 rounds. 2 spirited performances. Daniel McEwen, their coach, said that the team culture is outstanding at the moment. They're playing at home, and they're putting some pressure on Akarana at the moment. Smashing tackle. Melina Lavia, the number 2 from Akarana. She was all on her own. She would have felt that one. That one went astray. Ball goes to ground. An error creeps in for the Orcas. That time, Caitlin Lewin, the number 13, couldn't pick it up off her hip.
It's a shame. It's a nice sort of play. That's what you want to do, go against the grain. You just want to change it up. We talk about variations from Charlotte Scanlon and what she thought the side could do and present for them in terms of problems. And that is the right play, but just unable to execute fully. And of course, against this side, the Falcons, you've got to make sure they have your fair share of possession at very least to try and really drain some of the energy away from them, because if they're just free to attack all day, watch out. Plenty of attacking ability.
Claudia Barnett, the number 7 from the Falcons, has a chat with a couple of her props and says, here it comes. Sekini, the number 6, runs into some traffic, gets up and plays the ball quick. They decide to target the middle defenders. Still making yards. Akarana, this time through the co-captain, Alice Shannon. Not tackled. Keen to get up and play the ball quick is Tuliapa. She does that, and they opt to go down to the left. The markers having to work hard from the Orcas. Some gaps opening up. Alicia Taylor. Back to the middle. Akarana. Good yards, that time from Topol. She is big and strong and fast and fit. Now they have the playmaker taking it through. Kick deflected and an opportunity. Counter-attack from the Orcas. Where's the support play? Tackle number 1. Filippo. 3 defenders all over the number 2 from Wellington. This is a great opportunity for Wellington to get in their own attacking half. Try and push Akarana back.
Very nice trap and scrap right on the kick from Barnett, but then able to just pounce on their ball and just go downfield with plenty of numbers in the picture, able to keep their ball alive, and now they find themselves deep in territory of the Falcons. A nice decisive inside ball as well. Can they get their ruck speed?
Kahima, she was taken down the number 16. The penalty goes their way, and another set of 6 will come to the Orcas. Conversation takes place between the captain and co-captain.
They need to play at pace.
Bring the ball up to where the referee said, and a great opportunity for the Orcas. Acacia Umeri, she'll take the tap, the number 10. She'll go herself. There's support play on the inside. She dummies, uses the quick legs, goes with the support play. Outstanding stuff, keeping it alive are the Orcas at the moment. All the defenders come in from Akarana. They go down to the right. The line is there, reaching out. Great defence from Topol. Pushing the players back. They stick with the right-hand side, looking for a weakness on the left edge. 2 defenders trying to take them across the line. Touch judge says you're not out. 2 tackles to go in this set. 1 out play at the moment. There was an opportunity to go left. And Efarima Liafi, she said, I'll go right. Great opportunity there. Was created with space from the runners. Good support play from the Orcas. A little switch of play down the blind side. Still had plenty of work to do and made it across the line.
What just shows you that you've got 2 very capable, lively hookers on either side. But that time scoring her try, they both scored a try too. Efarima Liafi, she's been good, but the fact that you can go 100 metres downfield, I thought they delayed the tap too long and there were a couple of opportunities not to kick the ball out to get better territory, but yet they found their way over the line. You're going to build that confidence in what you need. They wind at your back, you really have to make sure you go into the break with a bit of a lead. Something to think about now for the Falcons.
Asking questions of the Falcons and the Wellington Orcas. Falcons are the defending champions. They've had 2 wins from 2 matches. The Wellington Orcas searching for their first victory. It's round 3 of the Sky Sport Women's Premiership League. As Monty Beethan mentioned, the wind is at the back of the Orcas at the moment. They need to make the most of that. 35-minute halves. Katwita Kohu, one of the front rowers from Wellington. Plenty of conversation. The support play was there. The tackles fell off from Akarana. This is a tough kick. She'll line it up. The wind is there. Will it turn the ball back on the inside? Didn't quite have the distance.
It's a decent effort though, eh? She
was a
put
good
it out
kick.
left and it was like hoping that wind was going to pick it up and take it across. But you have a look at the try here. She just comes back off the left against the grain and right in the corner. They don't mind playing a short side, either team. Playing to the conditions, and that's going to make her feel a bit more lively out of dummy half.
She had plenty of
Scored a
work to
meat
do,
pie.
Liafi, didn't she? She had 3 defenders with her. Such strong legs. Had to do it herself in the end. Little blindside raid. She keeps Wellington in this match. Akarana to kick off. No one might be too big. Bounced first, the touchy says. So it will be a feed to the Wellington Orcas. Just shows you how strong this win is.
Falcons feed.
Falcons
you
feed.
can't let that ball go out, unfortunately. And it wasn't a hard one because obviously when you get the ball up, the wind got in the way, but you got to make sure that you just do not let it go over the line.
Good restart from Akarana on the back of the Orcas scoring a try. They'll be in possession now. 30 metres out, they get the feed. Look to make the most of possession is Akarana. Claudia Barnett comes in support. Good defence. Umati, the co-captain. Quick play the ball, they go down to the left. Little show on the outside, straight through a hole. Knows her way to the line. Mevi Nawakatabu. That was outstanding stuff from the number 4.
Taylor, she's been extremely good today as well, the centre.
She used to play prop. She used to play prop and wanted to swap positions, so...
Oh, good chat.
The gap opened up. She receives possession. She knows the hole's there. Little show there. Looks for Topor. Topor says, I'll back you up.
Beautifully balanced though, just the show and go. We've seen people come across the grain and really put the defender in 2 minds, but that time was the little show and then just acceleration off there as well.
Alicia Taylor's also the goal kicker. Gingerly makes her way back to the kicking post. It's a nice little dummy on the inside to Topor, and she said, I'll go myself. She's got the speed, she's got the pace. Spent several years donning the number 10 and number 8 jerseys, and then decided, I want to chance my arm. A little bit on the outside, and she's an impact player. She's just so strong. She creates space. And once she's in that space, she's almost unstoppable. So Akarana fight their way back and strike again and take the lead. Alicia Taylor. Hoping that this strong breeze here in Wellington won't knock the ball off. Got a bit of assistance and said, actually, I'm just going to kick it over. Right kick. Into the wind.
See her at work again, just one off the rack, just shows on the cart, change of pace with acceleration and just go straight through. And even better when you go up by 6, kicking goals, it makes a huge difference on the scoreboard in terms of that scoreboard pressure.
Good strong finish from Alicia Taylor, the number 4, that takes Akarana 12-4 over the Wellington Orcas. Not much separating these two sides in the first half. Caitlin Lewin. She'll send it down from the Orcas. Trying to find some space all the ground.
It's a good catch.
Good pick up. Akarana, here they come. Already out of part of their red zone. Pumping the legs, looking for opportunities. That's just tackle number 1 for Akarana. Held up nicely. Got a lovely sleight of hand as Peniata. Sakini, Stasi Sakini. It's got that distribution of play, which is impressive. Good yards. Keeping it simple are the Falcons forwards.
The ABC defenders are very aggressive for this Orcas side, so just going across the grain, just what that does, it just ties up the middle, stops them from rushing, gives the outside players a bit more time.
Getting involved now is Matadi Allen. Good strong second rower, has also played in the lock position. She prefers it in the second row. And the forwards doing their part. Velzen Topor.
She's been good, Topor.
Heavily involved. I mentioned before the game, Charlotte Scanlon, the coach, says that as there's an opportunity coming on the outside, once again for Akarana. That time it's Sakini. She's been good.
Oh,
the number
she's been
6.
terrific. Stacey Sakini, and what, you know, just time with the ball in hand. She's got the pass option, but the run threat first and foremost. I think they're going to realise that now, that the first threat is the way she runs, and then with that run threat, she put people in better positions outside her, and that defence is great.
Stacey again. She'll run it and she'll stop it.
She'll do it all.
Referee says weren't onside from the Falcons, maybe showing a little bit of fatigue. And I tell you what, the Orcas will love receiving this penalty.
Yeah, it's going to help their cause for sure. They've got to kick nice and deep and long now. Use that wind.
I don't think they'll take the tap this time, Topor. I think they'll go for the sideline and try and make some yards.
They need to, but I tell you what, I think Coach Charlotte Scan will be a little disappointed for her side. Yes, you've got to get up aggressively. You've got to try and turn the screws, but you've got to have that discipline as well involved.
Let's see what the Wellington Orcas can do with possession. They've got the ball, just the first tackle. They opt to take the tap. Noah Tabu that time, the number 4. She's wrapped up nicely from Satini again. No way through the middle, a wall of maroon and blue defenders. Running into traffic at the moment are the Orcas. Is there a way through up the middle? Nowhere down the centre. Trying to get into their own attacking half are the Orcas. Chewing through the tackles. Little short ball that time. It's off the left shoulder. Taken at the ankles.
I think it was a second effort there. Unseen by the refs.
Comes back into the middle, does Liota, the number 11. Go to the half, kicking on the 5th tackle. The referee says there'll be 6 again and another opportunity.
Tewi Mate, some nice work going to the line. It was a trap and scrap. They couldn't get the ball back, and now it's a multiple set, back-to-back set for the Orcas.
Support play on the inside and the outside for the Orcas. Looks as though they might head down to the right. Could be a smoke screen. No, they do. Hoping for an overlap. Finding a way on the inside. Defenders falling off. One more line of defence, and it's a try-saving tackle. That time by Morris Ponga. Here comes the runners. Here comes the Orcas. So close to the line. Tackle, fallen off, still holding the ball, and the Orcas are back in this match.
Was TK Liafe, to tell you what, the run before though by Caitlin Lewin, that was a decisive run through the middle of the park. She just looked very athletic with the ball in hand, 2-hand carry. Straight and direct with her run.
The run was good and strong and effective. Set things up for the try. Might not get the points beside your name.
Here it is here.
The run is strong.
Lewin, look at this, just coming back in, beating multiple defenders. Thought she was going to go all the way, went straight to the fullback. But what I like there is the play of the ball. She got it there really fast. And then against the grain, it's the drop that we've seen a number of times. Couldn't quite be stopped there. She played her hand, she got up. She promoted the ball, she got over the line. This is very good stuff for the Orcas against the defending champions. You said it's a must-win game. And with a result like this, keeping close on the scoreboard gives you the best opportunity with that confidence.
It's been a world of confidence for the Orcas. Trailing now just by 4. Caitlin Lewin, she has been everywhere, has the number 13 from the Orcas, and now the responsibility remains with her to add 2 more points to the scoreboard. Look out, Akarana, the Orcas are back, just 2 points in it. Still plenty of game to be played in this first half, 35-minute halves. Liafe comes from great pedigree, Liafe in Wellington, great rugby league whānau. They like their rugby league in Wellington. We're at Rugby League Park in Wellington. The defending champs under the pump. We're up by 2, and a message has been sent from the Orcas. We're not just here to play, we are here to win. Looking for the bounce again to make it out. If it is, it will be a feed. No, this time they nullify it and stop it, do the Orcas. No knock on. They're a little closer to that halfway mark. The referee says there might have been an infringement in the play of the ball. That will be a knock on, and the feed will go to Akarana. A mistake on the first tackle from the Orcas.
I was just going to say it's clever play from both sides. First of all, going for the line and then obviously turning your shoulders. But the fact that you just walked over the ball and you didn't play it with the strike of the foot, as we've seen many times in the game this day and age, that is just a handover. Discipline, it's got to be a lot better, especially when you're getting close into the match, to get so close and then just throw up an opportunity on the platter for the defending champions. Now, Akaranga's chance to see what they've got with the ball.
Quick play, go down the left-hand side. Topor wanting the ball, wanting to run. This time shut down by the defending players. Liafe getting involved again. Lots of support down the right for Akarana. Had to make that tackle. Needed to chop the legs to stop the try. It was a try saver. They go back to the middle. The runners are there. They run into traffic.
Taylor wanted another one. She had a short ball. Did she lose possession? Yes, she did. Tell you what, though, she had some intent. Already seen her score her first try today. She was after another one, Lavina.
She saw the line. She smelt the line. She was almost over the line. And then an error crept in, and the possession will be lost and will go back to the Orcas. Got herself a little bit involved there.
Lots to like about that defence from the Orcas.
Caitlin Lewin. She's a very clever defender. Gets away with making some impressive tackles and asks questions of the attackers as a defender. So the Orcas have the feed. Overran the ball and another error on the first tackle for the Orcas. This time the feed will go to Akarana. The breeze is very strong here in Wellington. That would not help with the distribution.
And I think the message might be very strong from the coach too at half time. If you keep making errors like that, it is just a real shame because they've been working so hard defensively, making some stops, putting the pressure on the opposition in the way of the champions, the Falcons, and it just let them off the hook.
What it does is make the Orcas defend again. Claudia Barnett feeds it. They go down to the left. Sakini looking for a short ball, strong and fast. Runners off the left and the right, know their way to the line. And on the back of 2 errors from the Wellington Orcas, Akarana Falcons, they make you pay and punish you for an error. And that is a side that wants to make its way through to the finals. Captain fantastic, Kerry Ratama. She is a determined player indeed.
Well, it didn't take long to make them pay. Ratama, look at that, they come off the scrum. This is when you've got less people out there on the field just to show and go, but the offload, just being able to hold that ball up from Stacey Sakini. Sakini has been everywhere. She's been one of my favourite players today. You've been mentioning her name multiple times, but to do that, to hold that pass up for Kerry Ratama and the kick as well, just shows you how good this Falcon side is.
She's just got such good sleight of hand and knows when to release it, knows when to expose the defenders, knows what defenders need exposing, knows when to let it go, when to hold it, when to be courageous enough to offload with 2 defenders over you. And she always knows that her captain will be on her shoulder. Great try there for Kerry Ratama. She leads from the front as the captain, not just by try scoring, but by the support play and the connection at the moment between her and Stacey Sakini has been something ominous and impressive. Akarana take the lead, 18-10. Lewin from the kickoff. Like to try and find some space and set it out to the sideline. Not to be taken on the full. Business as usual for Akarana.
Oh, that's too long. But it worked, it was fine.
Watch the number 6 from the Falcons. Sakini. Hungry for possession, likes to get involved. So many options at the moment for the defending champions. Having to work so hard on defence. Your Wellington Orcas. Still looking down the attacking left edge. That time shut down. Good tackle, Liafi. She has to get back on side. Dummy half runs have been impressive indeed. That time from Tuliapa. The strip came in. The penalty goes to Akarana and they remain with possession.
Aren't they dangerous when you give them a bit of ball? They can just get out, and what they do is they work for each other. They work off the ball. They push and support. They've got nice shape, and when you do that defensively, you don't know who to go for. Yes, the ball's a threat, but when you've got so many options inside and out, it makes it hard to hone in and be effective on your tackle.
Smashing defence so far from the Orcas that look to do it again. Loose ball that time. Referee says play on. Came off a Wellington player. They go down to the right attacking edge to make their way over the line. Almost strolls her way over the line, does Melina Lavia. Good support play from Akarana. You always got to play to the referee's whistle. The ball went down. And Lavia, her first try of the afternoon here at Rugby Park in Wellington.
You've got threats across the board. Doesn't matter where they are. Just so well coached what they do. They know to get to certain points of the field, and by getting to that position, you can play on again. This is just broken field play though. This is just ball hitting the ground. Don't switch off. If you do switch off, they're able to do this on you. They stay alive. They push in numbers. And they make sure they're in the position to help their team. All of a sudden, the lead just gets extended out. And realising the wind's at their back in the second half.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Leading 22-10 are the defending champions, Akarana. Not an easy kick from the sideline. Certainly not in these conditions. These gusty breezes keep on coming through. Up to 25, 30 kilometres an hour. That one off the side, but the wind will help. Brings it across. Does it have the distance? It was accurate. Good chop from the sideline.
Not quite enough wee picks, but I tell you what, she had it right. And it came all the way left, but not quite there. As you look again, what happens a lot of times, look, that ball just came out. You get ready, your line was retreating defensively. Weren't able just to play on and run with it. But something that champion teams do, they play the whistle. And they're up, all up.
Number 14 from the Falcons, Sina Tuitopo, has made such a difference. She's exposing some weaknesses, sees the gap, has the speed, looks for space. Once she's in space, she has been a headache for the Wellington Orcas. So much firepower across the pitch for the Akarana Falcons. So many opportunities. Have to come up with something special, do the Orcas. They need to try and get possession of the ball. Picked up nicely, Akarana.
She's got some great hands on that side, I tell you what.
Three in a row.
There's been
She's
some
got
bounces
three in
of
a
the
row.
ball that would make your job very hard, but hands to die for.
Not much. Hardly any mistakes coming from Akarana. Oh, commentator's curse.
You got them.
I didn't talk them into it.
Opportunity now. Orcas really do have to make them pay. The score is getting away from them.
Here come the Orcas. Leolta, the number 11, picks up a penalty as well. It's all going their favour.
Tap and go. It's got to be quick.
Got to be quick. Try and get the defenders off the mark. Count them napping. Charging up the line. Tuiatua gets up and plays it. They go down the right again. Good support play from the Orcas. Asking questions of the defenders. Akarana are up to the mark at the moment. Pick it up and go right. Nice show. Nice run on the inside. Strong support play from the Orcas. They would love nothing more than score points before half-time. Wow. I just talked about her effect, Tuitopo, in attack. Tell you what, punishing in defence. Go back to Lewin. She holds the ball nicely, sends it out. Good try from the Orcas. Lewin, first of all, she finds Leolta in support. They played a whole lot of rugby league together over the years. Caitlin Lewin, who has been heavily involved, the number 13. She held it up delightfully, had the inside runner coming. Just timed it to perfection. And Tyra Leolta crosses for her try. And look out, here comes Wellington.
Oh, absolutely. We knew then this girl's been great. What she's been able to do, she went in and away. She drew multiple defenders and she was able to offload that ball. Just made sure when the opposition turned her shoulders in, means the short ball's on. And that girl that was there was Tyra Leolta. That was a well-worked try. Speaking about playing eyes-up football, she ran an overs line, shoulders turned in, which means she had eyes for her, popped that pass off. Wonderful try.
The pass was timed to perfection from Caitlin Lewin. She knew her player was there. Leolta still had work to do. Nice running close to the shoulder. Lewin with a chance to add another 2 points to make things interesting. Lines it up, sends it through. The touchies put the flags up. And within a converted try now is the home side, the Wellington Orcas. Just a couple of minutes remaining. We'll have a look at this again. Lewin holds it, gets around 2 defenders, draws in 1. It was easy way to the line. Great communication from the lock and the back rower.
Yeah, I think it was the fact that Alicia Taylor came out. She got caught off by the referee, so that gave her the gap in the position where you can promote the ball and get through.
Just over a minute remaining in the first half. I'd like to have taken that one on the full. The Orcas, they're still in possession. They were the last to score. Certainly sending a message to the defending champions who look to dominate for a 10-minute period of this match. Charging run.
Strong carry.
The Orcas doing their part up the middle. All of a sudden, the communication is there for Wellington. The support players are there. The legs are pumping. There's a hunger for the ball. Back to the middle. Trying to get the ball away from the ruck. Good line speed defence from Akarana. Trying to keep the Orcas in their own defensive half. Back to the middle, kicking on the 5th. That time it was Iamati that put the ball through. Bounced nicely. Will it set up for the Orcas, or they force Akarana to play at it and send it out? Retrieved the ball, got through defenders, and here comes the counter-attack from Akarana.
Well, that's a carrot, 'cause I tell you what, there was no urgency to get back and try and stop that ball from going over the line or bouncing. But what she's able to do is just bring that ball back and just put her side on the front foot. Wonderful athletes in the side.
Akarana counting down to the final seconds of the first half. The kick goes through. The chase is there. It's play on, says the referee. Can they shut it down, the Orcas? And they do. Great way to finish the first half of this contest. The Akarana Falcons, very dominant early. And here come the Wellington Orcas. They're playing at home and they're chasing their first win. It is the Falcons leading Wellington 22-16. The next 35 minutes will decide the winner of this round 3 clash, kicking off from left to right. Are the Wellington Orcas fighting their way back in the first half. They're trailing 22-16 against the defending champions. They're here at League Park in Wellington. It's the home side that kicks off. Finds space, and this time the breeze will be behind Akarana. As Sakini gets rid of it nice and early and says, I'll look to my forwards to bring it up. And doing that is McCarty, who has been out here for the first 30 seconds. It's the first time that we've seen her on the pitch for the Akarana Falcons. Good defence from the outright from the Orcas. Daniel McCarty, the coach, Daniel McEwen, the coach of the Orcas. Charlotte Scanlon, the coach of the Akarana Falcons, would have had a good old conversation during the Oranges and said, who wants it the most? What do you think Daniel would have said to Wellington, Monty?
Well, I think he knows playing to win, it's going to make it a little bit hard for the kicking game as well. So they really have to secure ball in hand, get down that end of the field and try and play a territory game. And I think it's much for also Charlotte and her side. Use that win to your advantage. Got a long kicking game. Run meters is not a problem for us.
There's a good kick from Barnett. The chase was there as well, but retrieved nicely from the Orcas. In that breeze, the spiralling kick is not easy to take at any stage. Akarana pushing back the Orcas. Great start from the Auckland side.
You see that intent in defence, no doubt about it. But once again, it's risk versus reward and also staying disciplined, because now they get to march out of the end. We've seen them tap the ball. Look at that, just getting out from marker. You should never get caught by the markers. You've got to run wide, or you've got to have some sort of people coming back against the grain to hold them up.
Receiving the first penalty of the second half of the Orcas, trying to make the most with their possession, trailing by 6 points, just a converted try. Looking for all of their players to try and get the ball up the other end of the ground. Maxwell Pohutoa. She plays it and gingerly gets out of the play of the ball. There's the gap, there's the run, and taking control is Leota, the try scorer from the Orcas. Keeping it close to the ruck. The defence moves up. The Orcas move through it. This is a great start from the home side in the second half, aided by a penalty. Trailing by 6 points, running into wind. Losing yards. Good defence that time. We talk about her in attack, Stacey Sakini. Tell you what, she can be just as good in defence. They go left. Cutting left, right are the Orcas.
Oh, the collision, Lavina.
Sticking with it down the right. Tiliana Sopo Puts it through, retrieved nicely. Under pressure, Akarana, and they responded well.
Need to put the pressure on here. Defensively, got to be sound, got to jam them in, get the numbers up, and be aggressive. This is not what you want to do. Get them, they should be kicking for line here, using that wind, kick long.
Penalty with Akarana.
They're probably offside, I'd say. Trying to get off that line, trying to get that jump.
Got the strong breeze behind the kick.
It's not a bad touch finder. It just marched downfield. It's the easy meters for this Falcon side.
Forcing the Orcas back defensively. A couple of players there a little slower to get onside in the defensive area compared to the first half. They'll have to lift that defensive effort. They have to try and keep Akarana out. Good tackle from the Orcas. Tackle number 1, and they make their way into their own attacking half, does Akarana. Tuliapa, always looking for support players, and she often has them. Trying to make their way through the left edge defence of the Orcas is Akarana. Well, they come back to the right. That'll come down to Jade Tuliapa. They go back down the right. Plenty of communication from the Falcons at the moment. They're the defending champions. They're up by 6. They would love to score first in the second half.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Tui Tupul smashed on the ground. Gets up a little gingerly. Goes back down, but the play comes on. Off the foot, referee says, I think that might be play on. This will be another 6, another set for Akarana. This is where they're dangerous. This is where the Falcons can cause headaches. Making the most is Mafi Fokafa. With her time on the pitch. An impact player in the second half, as she has been throughout the first 2 rounds. Spiralling, diving, charging to the line. Just short, says the referee. Oh, a little tricky ball on the inside. That was absolutely glorious play.
Muffy Falcuffa, she's just too big through there and strong and so smart too. She knew there wasn't many bodies in and around there. It was just a case of catching the ball falling over the line. But I tell you what, every time Sakini has her hands on the ball, something happens.
Here she is
just
now.
see her here, beautiful little kick there, the deception, trap and scrap, and then they just get that ball again. Then the shape starts coming. Then you have a number of carriers here. Falcuffa, she just waited there patiently, knowing that she was going to get her hands on the ball. I think she gave the hot call.
It was good distribution. It was quite deceptive play. Looked to go one side, turn in on the inside, and just coming on at half time. Mafi Fokafa. Sure is that he has a try beside her name. Checking on the welfare of the Akarana players prior to the kick coming through. It was a good start in the second half from the Falcons. Mafi Fokafa, number 25, rewarded for her support play. Distribution was nice. So time for the Orcas to regroup now under the post, waiting on the kick. They'll have to settle themselves. Plenty of footy to be played in this match early in the second half. It's round 3 of the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. The defending champs are up against the Wellington Orcas, who are looking for their first victory in the competition in 2025. Been some outstanding play and players from the Orcas. Caitlin Lewin, their number 13.
Wonderful player.
She's been driving all of the play, doing all the organising. Another 2 points for Akarana. See, the Orcas regrouped. There's our try scorer. Don't you love coming on at half-time, being on the pitch for a few minutes and scoring a try? It happens to you all the time, Monty.
Impact off the bench and being able to contribute to the side. You wait so long. You wait for your boarding pass, you finally get it, and you said you should have put me on earlier. This is what I can do. This is what I can provide. Mafi Falcuffa, the confidence you get. Now watch your next carry if she gets that ball off the back fence.
28-16, Akarana over Wellington. Wellington kicking and playing into this strong breeze at Rugby Park in Wellington. Get a bit of attention on the sideline. Not too sure if Tuitupu would be able to make her way back on to the field for the rest of the match, but she'll certainly get attention. The ice will be out, the spray will be there.
She's walking better now. She couldn't walk without assistance to come off the field. But as it's gone on, it seems to be better.
Lewin doing all the work at the moment for the Orcas. She takes the kick. Taken on the full and already making yards is Akarana.
A ball.
Support play on the inside. The runners are going left and right for the Falcons at the moment. So many options for them in this second half. Mistake-free rugby league, especially from that player there, Taupo. She has been an impact player. Nevelson Taupo, the number 13. They go right. Cut out ball, that time through the fingers of Melina Lavia. Couldn't quite pick it up. The ball went to ground. It was a dodgy pass. The idea was good. The execution not really on the mark that time for the Falcons. They've sent out a message. We aren't shy. Sending the ball wide early.
Yeah, bang on Lavina. No winger should be looking back to take a pass. They want to be going full steam ahead, that ball out in front so they can just showcase their speed and their pace. Good start defensively from the Falcons.
Wanting to make it 2 tackles in a row, Alicia Taylor. You mentioned before, she's the try scorer. She used to play in the prop position, now moved out to the centres. Has worked tremendously on her fitness. Only made 3 tackles in this set. Is the number 4 from the Falcons, and she'll look to make more. What can the Orcas do? They go left. Runners on the left-hand side, discarding the defenders. Looking in control that time, Tuitua. They stick with the left-hand side attack to the Orcas. That's where it's working for them. Picked up nicely off the feet by Tui Cooper. She's been an impact player, scoring tries in the opening 2 matches. Kept her a little quiet, has the fullback. Chip goes through, retained nicely. She's just about everywhere as Stacey Sakini. She just reads the play so well. She knows exactly where the ball is going. She knows where the defenders are running. She knows where her players are running. She plays the ball now, and the Falcons go back to the middle of the pitch. Just tackle number 2 for the Falcons, leading 28-16. Good defence that time. Forcing the mistake were the Orcas. They need the ball. They want an opportunity to put some pressure on the Falcons, and this might be their chance.
Exactly what was needed. Pats on the back. They realise the importance of this before the game goes out of their reach. They have to really force some errors, come down, get some points. It's really hard to get down there when you've got the wind against you, in your face. Just seems a little bit more of an effort. Now it'll be good to be camped down here for a period of time. If they can't score points, at very least take some energy out of the tank of the Falcons.
It was good defensive attitude that time from the Orcas. They get the feed. Continuing down that left-hand edge on attack are the Orcas. Charging through to the line. Stick left. Is there an overlap? There's a few players in front from both the opposition and your own team. Let me get through. The referee says, we'll just take a moment to check on the welfare of one of the Orcas players. I think it might be, maybe, was it Liafi?
Well, there's nothing stopping her when she was coming through.
Bit of confusion from Tyra Liota as she was charging her way through. I think she thought she had a decoy runner, but it's all go now for the Orcas. Romeo Liafi plays it, looks for support play. Lewin will always be there. Goes from right, goes to left.
Oh, that's a good tackle.
Toe paw smashes her. Good tackle, Akarana. Charging down the right-hand side this time. 4 defenders come in.
Ball.
The offload was absolutely outstanding. All the hard work. Varsity Rose, Tiana Isopo. She did all the hard work, the number 22. Had 4 defenders on her. She could either go down with the ball or offload it. She made the right decision.
I tell you what, in terms of her ball playing ability, her vision, and just making sure defenders have eyes for her, Talangai Sopo, she has been terrific. She's been drifting across the field. She was shaping to kick at one stage as well. She created all the room. Look at her. She just goes across here, shows inside, looks to thread the ball, decides to hold it up. And look at that, 4 people in and around her. She spins, she keeps the ball alive, just creates enough room and just puts her winger away in the corner.
Maybe Noah Katabu always looking for the ball on the outside of some strong runners. It's a lovely player, always has a smile on her face. It's all right to smile after you score a try as well. Here come the Orcas.
Important kick here.
Sending a message to Akarana and the Rugby League family across Aotearoa. We might not have won in our opening 2 matches. They were pretty close against the Bulls. They looked impressive. But now, they're sending a challenge out to the defending champions. This is our ground. This is our turf. Back in the game are the Wellington Orcas. Akarana leading 28-20. Have a look at this, 3 all 4 times. Little show on the outside, attracting 3 defenders on the way down. And it was a very decent offload as well.
Oh, it's great. It's graceful, in fact. She scripted across 3 defenders before, holding in 3 defenders before she spun and offloaded. That's terrific play.
Just trailing by 8 now are the Orcas. Got the home ground advantage. A very strong headwind against them. Certainly hasn't dissipated any of their enthusiasm in this second half. Here come the runners now for the Orcas. They're all over the pitch. Sticking left. Looking for some holes and some space to open up in the defence of Akarana. Good tackle, good play. And a couple of the defenders are starting to fall off tackles now from the Falcons. Under the pump. They're trailing by 8, the Orcas. They've found a spring in their step. There is motivation for this match. Looking for a quick play, the ball. Tiliana Isopo gets rid of it. The kick goes up. It's high. It's swirling. And the Falcons come up with possession.
Yeah, went backwards. Wrapped up there. Jumped on the free ball. But now Walker's just trying to go after them defensively. To be 8 points off the leaders this late into the match will just give them that much confidence to be proud of their efforts. But when you're this close, though, be ashamed to not go on at home.
That's Livia, the number 2. She's a pacey winger. She gets up. They come inside. Still having to make these tackles are the Orcas. Not letting any space come through. Not creating any gaps. Working together defensively as a team. Chopped the legs down. Good tackle from Liafi. She's a strong defensive player. The hand goes out, the boot goes up, the ball goes high. It's left to bounce for the Orcas. Will it come back into play? The chasers are there. Can she get out of her own in goal? Yes, she does. Good play from the Wellington side. Good play both sides.
Nice work from Cooper. It was a spiral bomb. It went up and it bounced, and she has a bit of work to do to get that ball in field. She's on her knees now on her hood, just trying to get that air back. Great carry from her.
Good pushback from Topor as well. Trying to do their bit, trying to make some yards is Wellington. Up to the task once again. Topor, the referee says that one might have been a
She's
little
been
high.
so physical, hasn't she, in the middle of the field? That way coming against the ground. I don't know if that was quite high, but it was maybe her dropping into the tackle because she's such a tower of an athlete.
A fresh set of 6 this time for the Wellington Orcas, trailing by 8 points. 20 minutes, just under, remaining in this match. Nice switch play. Great charging run. Tuitua, she gets up, plays the ball, and they head right. More yards like that. Little no-look show pass. Little off the mark. Went behind, though. Going backwards this time are the Orcas. Need to make their way up the other end. Strong legs, taking on the challenge. Piniata gets rid of it. She'll always find Lewin in support, and if she goes down with the ball, you'll know that she always makes yards. Here comes a chance for the Orcas. That time, maybe not off the foot. The idea was good. The idea was very good indeed to try and get through that wall of defenders, to try and push the ball back and get the chasers through. The chasers were coming through.
Look, she's got the skills, there's no doubt about it, but sometimes you're overplaying your hand. Te Leangai Sopo, she's a big ball carrier. I love to just see her just take on that line and run with some vigour on occasion. Still have that shape to pass, shape outside her, but then in the end just decide to pierce that line because we know she's got second face.
Paulina Morris-Ponga plays it and they go down to the right through Claudia Barnett. She's worked hard as the number 7 from the Falcons, both in attack and defence. Scrambling defence come through from the Orcas, but the referee didn't like what she saw. And another set of 6 in position will go to Akarana. They'll kick for the sideline. Got the breeze behind them. Riley Parsese makes good yards on the kick. Been consistent with the sideline touch. They bring it back in. So the defending champions, up by 8 points, are exactly where they want to be on the field. Can they add to the points on the board? Support play coming in down the left-hand side, just off the shoulder. They will worry about that one later.
Well, it's an opportunity lost for the side. They got the penalty. They came down to the end. They're trying to play to a point, play to the tram lines. They're going to probably play off the back of that. But they lost possession. This just gives the Orcas the chance to stay in the match and just go closer to the points that the Falcons have got. Just lets them off the hook a little bit there, Lavina.
You tell you what, you don't see the captain, Kerry Ratama, put that down often. Not often, indeed. So that one just over the top of the shoulder. She slammed her hands, disappointed in herself. And now she knows that the Falcons have to defend. Can the Orcas make their way out of the hot zone? Yes, they do. Good 14-metre yardage gain there for the Wellington Orcas. Defence is up to the mark. It's been very consistent from the defending champions, Akarana. Give it to me, says Caitlin Lewin. I'll make yards. I'll push the defenders back. Great rugby league from both sides. Switch of play, comes back on the inside. Mataidi Allen. Good defence from Falcons, and they go left. Little show, little go. The Orcas in a great position now, trying to add points on the board. Go down the left-hand side. Kick comes back into the middle. It's high, it's swirling. Great take, Akarana. That was outstanding from Melina Lavia. She was under pressure and the counter-attack. I'm not just going to take the ball, I'm going to run my way up the sideline.
Oh, absolutely. Beautiful change of pace as well. She goes down the right-hand flank, and this is what you need to do, the ball carrying. I think both teams are getting some joy through the middle of the park. Tired defenders on each side. Just got to fight to play their ball, get their ruck speed and play behind it. No need to shift or go back.
Passes it on the inside. So what the Falcons want is error-free footy at the moment, and they want a hole to open up, and they're opening up. And how do you shut down Taupo? She is so quick and so strong. She has supported so well throughout the day. And she didn't even look for a support player. She knew she had the legs.
Well, she had that intent in mind. She knew that she was going to go the whole way through. She has been a pain in the backside of the Orcas all day. She's been very strong defensively and just carrying that ball. But you could just see she just pierces through a number of tackles. She's got the big left hand out, don't argue, and just uses that swerve to have the hips to go around. What an athlete, what a presence, and what a difference she has been for her side today.
Strong, fast and imposing is Nevelson Topol. A magnificent game for the Akarana Falcons. Has been heavily involved in attack and defence, and that time made her way through 3 Wellington Orca defenders to secure the points for her side. Runs back to get into position for the kick. A little smile. Had a smile to the cameras, had a smile to the fans here at Rugby Park in Wellington. And that could certainly have been a turning moment for this match. Takes them 2 try-scoring conversion opportunities in front at the moment, depending on this kick. Coming in from Alicia Taylor. She's right in front. She's got the breeze behind her. She strikes the ball lovely. Spends many, many hours practicing the conversion. This is one of her easier kicks throughout the day. Lines it up, sends it through, and puts the Falcons more than 2 conversion tries ahead of the Orcas. Let's take a look at this again. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. The big palm comes out. Doesn't even look for support play. She knew she would score it.
She just ran right through the drain in that block hole and just beat multiple defenders. Striding out nice and long. As you mentioned, the big palm, strong right-hand carry. Not a lot she can't do.
So the Orcas have been forced to defend for the last 6 minutes of this second half. What they need is to try and get hold of the ball, get some possession. Samira Free Rugby League. We know they're capable of doing that. They fought their way back after the first half, early into the first half. You know, they can do it again. They've got the intent. They've got the instruction from the coaches. But at the moment, the Wellington Orcas will have to defend a game as Akarana pick up possession. Causing a few headaches is the breeze here. Just a beautiful windy Wellington day, in fact. Found the ground, but picked up nicely from Akarana. Been good mistake-free rugby league from the defending champions, the Falcons. Really knuckled down, done the simple things right. Communication has been there, the support play has been there, the defence has been great. And Pamela McCarty, she's been there as well. Number 22. Go back down the right to the Falcons. Little sneaky ball on the inside. Defenders palmed off, pushed off. They go again. Finding easy yards at the moment are the Falcons. Asking questions of the Orcas' defence. They've had to defend the last 12 minutes. Fatigue will set in. Little sneaky kick down the right-hand side. That time it went through Philippou. And I think it might have come off an Orcas player. I'm not too sure if Akarana will get that again.
And here we go. Here's one of the big runs from earlier, as you just see them coming across against the grain. We've seen that before, but look at that collision. Just 2 people colliding and just one coming out better. The other one worse off for sure. Momentarily laid on the ground. As you mentioned, that little kick down that short side was a nice little play. Unfortunately, unable to get the joy. Always need to be next to score, that's for sure.
Acacia Omeri gets up to play the ball. The number 10 from Wellington. Go down the right-hand side. No lack of enthusiasm. That one might have come off the shoulders from the try scorer, Topol. A little astray on the pass, but picked up nicely and brought in. Just 9 minutes remaining in this match. Trailing by 14 are the Orcas. They're in possession. They go down the middle. They need something special from someone. We'll get to the stage where they will have to put points on the board. That makes desperate rugby league. The kick comes in. The chasers are there. It bounces in favour of Akarana.
Yeah, mentioned good chase. And unfortunately, that was wrapped up well by the Falcons. If you're an Orcas fan, they're trying to compete, they're trying to find moments in the game where they can just try and change momentum, like this tackle now, but it's not the case. Play the ball speed still favouring the Falcons, where they're getting all their joy.
Not shy in sending it wide are the Falcons early in the tackle count. Trying to expose some fatigue on the outside defenders from the Orcas. Shutting things down in the middle, TK Liafi, number 14. She knows how to shut down people running towards her. Referee says that one was a little too high for my liking. Had a bit of impact on it. Wasn't malicious. But the penalty will go to Akarana.
Yeah, it's a letter of the law. It was high. It just takes the pressure off this side once again. I don't know why they didn't kick that ball out. Play a territory game. They'll win at their back. We've already seen them kick long plenty of times.
Alicia Taylor plays it. They come into Pamela McCarty. She's been busy since her injection into this match. Always draws a few defenders in. Tries to create opportunities out wide. She does her part up the middle. Pretty content to go out wide. 2 or 3 defenders every single time coming in on Topor. They know what she's capable of. She ran through 4 defenders a short while ago. Cutting back from right to left, looking for the support play, and that time it's shut down by Cooper. The intent was good.
Yeah, I think Pepe overplaying her hand then. Haven't scored some points for a little while, and they're getting a little bit impatient on the edge. 14-point deficit. They want to just try and reach that out, extend that a little bit more.
Just under 7 minutes remaining in this match. 14 points trailing are the Orcas. They'll be fully aware of the score and fully aware of the clock. And they came here to play, they came here to win, and they weren't shy in letting people know of their intentions. They need to create something special and expose some sort of weakness in this Auckland Akarana defence. There hasn't been a lot of it. Good charging run, that time by Acacia Olmedy. Support plays there. Sneaking back on the inside. Good defence from the Falcons. Standing strong on the line are the defending champions. Pressure is mounting. A little grubber kick, retrieve, pick back up. Does the referee say, was it played at? 6 again. Referee says no, no one played at the ball. The kick was good.
My lucky, I thought it was played at. Referee right on hand though. Better see to have a look at it. Just see that trying to kick the ball forward. Make up your mind. Maybe the referee did get it right in the end. But regardless, it's play on. Oh,
chasing on the loose ball. Looking for a little spark and an opportunity. That would have been wonders and done wonders for the Orcas. Trying to get out of their hot zone are the Falcons. Been impressive the last 20 minutes.
Well, it's been a great effort from the Orcas. They really have tried hard. We know the desperation. They are at home against a side that are the reigning premiers. They're yet to score a try or win themselves, I should say, the Orcas. But the effort has been there. They've been in the game for long periods of time, Lavina.
Monty Beethan joining me in commentary for this Sky Sports Women's Premiership Rugby League competition. Just 5 rounds of competition before the final. The final will be held on October 12. This is round 3. 2 more to go after this. So far, the Akarana Falcons, they're the defending champions. They are undefeated. They're not the only ones. Counties Manuko Stingrays are also undefeated. Could be having a matchup of the grand final of last year, but that is then. This is now. The Orcas receive the ball. Cooper, she can clip it. She has some space. She just needs an opportunity to try and find it.
Well, that's turning the screws. Good kick and the chase was just exceptional. Now they're just working out a marker, dummy half. This is effort on effort, even dragging them back. Now that is showing the credentials of a championship team.
Take your hat off to Claudia Barnett, the number 7 from the Falcons. She makes the first tackle, chases through to the second. Her partner in crime, as it always is, Stacey Sakini. 6 and 7 I can't remember the last time I saw a 6 and a 7 in rugby league force a player back to within in goal. But that was outstanding stuff. Great defensive play from the Falcons, and it just shows you how determined the defending champions are.
Stacey Sakini is all class. I know throughout the whole match you've mentioned her name and you've used up a lot of superlatives to describe what she's been doing today, but mate, she has been one to watch.
So a short kick from the Orcas, pounced on by Tuliapa. Topol sneaky back on the inside. Every player is hungry for possession at the moment. Players screaming left and right from Akarana. And the lady of the moment, the one we have been discussing, the one that has been outstanding in the number 6. Might have picked up a bit of claret along the way.
Well, just moments ago, you're talking about those two defensively as a combo, just forcing them back, and in pretty much the same area. It's a 6-7 combination, Claudia Barnett, and then to her friend who's been outstanding, Stacey Sakini. She has been a terrific player. Both halves, in fact, the alpha normally, which is the number 7, but across the board, they've distributed the ball well and they've played a partnership extremely well together.
The best 6s and 7s in the world are the best combined players. Almost a 67, you would say. Isn't it ironic that they pushed the defender back within the line to get the possession? The kick was short, and then they set up the try for each other. You couldn't have written it that way, Monty.
In exactly the same space. But that's the effort on either side of the ball, whether you're defending, whether you're attacking. Halves are not known going after a side defensively, but when you are a great half and you want to get your troops up for battle and get them excited and change momentum, those are the players that the best players come with. Two of the best right now.
Picked up a bit of claret along the way, but I don't think that will bother her too much. Doesn't want to come off the pitch, as the responsibility for kicking will remain with Paulina Morris-Ponga. A nice style, winds it up. Nearly, good accuracy, not quite there. And the strong breeze behind her, but she's been a superstar, has Stacey Sakini. In attack and defence, in communication and distribution, in her leadership. She is a force to reckon with in the Sky Sport Women's Premiership, and she's sending a message not just to her own players or the rugby league world, she's sending a message to the Stingrays. Akarana leading 38-20 as we approach the last minute of this match. It'll be the Orcas to kick off. Should be just enough time for maybe one or two tackles. But it's been a very impressive performance from the defending champions, who were under pressure and showed good character. We'll get the kick underway. Caitlin Lewin. I don't think she'll set it out on the full. I think she'll give the possession to the Falcons. Oh, that one touched, that one out. The referee would normally bring in for a scrum, but our referee says that will bring us to full time and continuing their undefeated run. Round 3 of competition, the Akarana Falcons, with a very all-inclusive, very well-teamed display, beating the Wellington Orcas 38-20. Tell you what, they came out on fire, did the Falcons. They knew they had to score first, and once they score first, their confidence skyrockets.
Well, you knew that when you got the win at your back, that the pressure is on, and that's, I think, what Charlotte would have said. She would have challenged her girls to say, hey, you are the champions, you got your win at the back. That's been very close against a desperate side, I know, but what are you going to do to prove to the Stingrays and other teams out there that you are the best in the competition? And that's what they're able to do. They dug deep. They got the wind at their back, they kick long, but there's still, though, there's a lot of great plays that this Orca side were able to throw at them. You talk about desperation and what they needed to do as a team. They needed to front up at home in trying conditions and front up they did. We saw Taupo here with the run. She was extraordinary for her side through the middle third, but just so athletic, so big, and being able to just go through multiple defenders with ease. They had a look, a little bit worried perhaps. Ball in one hand, the big don't argue, and then getting across the line with a big smile as well. So many athletes across the board for this Falcons side this half period. Look at that. Barnett just holds the ball up beautifully. Just draws her in. And Sekeni, who's been a terrific player for her side, either end of the ball, either side of the ball, gets a well-deserved try.
That certainly was an impressive performance as we take another look at this Akarana side as they come in for the team photo. It's all smiles. It wasn't easy running. They were challenged. They were only leading 16-10 at halftime against the Wellington Orcas. There was some superstars, as Monty Beethan has mentioned. It'd be hard to pick out just one or two, but they certainly played like a side. They supported each other defensively like a side. They made fewer mistakes in the second half, and I wasn't fortunate enough to listen to Charlotte Scanlon at halftime, the coach of the Akarana Falcons, but I can pretty well guarantee she said, let's stop making these mistakes and see what we can do. She made the changes. The substitutes that came on made a difference for the side. Their team leaders, including Claudia Barnett, Stacey Sekeni, and Matadi Allen, certainly played their part. Alice Shannon, the co-captain, was heavily involved and would be pretty close. A little cunny. Let's get some reflection from the home side, and I think we might be speaking to both captains here from the Wellington Orcas.
We're here with the Acacias and the whole whānau here at Wellington Orcas. Hard-fought performance, how was it?
Oh, look, we're still building phases. We're doing good things each week, and we're just slowly binding together. So I think overall, quite happy with patches of our game. Yeah.
Where's the room for improvement?
Oh, definitely our 1%ers. Yeah, we chat about that quite often, and we showed a little bit of it today, but we can definitely do it more often in our game.
Who you got next week? What's the plan?
We are Waikato next week. We're up there. Plan, we keep building our phases, and lots of positives out there, but work-ons always. So we'll work on those next week.
And who do we have here?
Oh, the tribe. Kids, nephews, nieces.
Any other shout-outs?
Oh, to Pizza Hut and Johnsonville, was it? Yeah. Caitlin Lewin, go see you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
That was a lovely shout out to Caitlin Lewin, number 13 from the Orcas. They're a united team, Kotahitanga. They like to come together, and they've certainly improved with every single match throughout this Sky Sport Women's Premiership from round 1 to 2, and now in round 3. They challenged the defending champions throughout the first half and were simply outclassed by simply a better side. They were more determined and more support play than the Orcas, but I do like the attitude from the Orcas. They're very, very impressive indeed. It is the Akarana Falcons that take the victory. Let's hear from captain, fantastic, Kerry Ratama.
About 5 seconds away. Just look at me. We're here with Kerry Ratama from the Akarana Falcons. Kia ora, Kerry, how was that?
That was really good, awesome.
What went right?
I think that through all the mistakes that we made, we built on it and then fixed everything and then came back together and yeah.
What was your personal highlight?
I think seeing all my mates get behind each other and really just work together.
Any shout-outs?
Can I please make a shout out to Navelson? It's her 21st birthday today and she was our 13.
Happy birthday and well done today.
Thank you.
That's the captain, Kerry Ratama. I wonder if she'll get invited to that 21st birthday. She's got plenty of rugby league ahead of her at this stage, but she led from the front. She donned the number 26 jersey, and she was an impact player out wide, made several decisions, had heaps of support play from many players out there from Akarana, and it was a good second half from them, Monty Beethan.
Yeah, absolutely. When you've been challenged and you realise that you are the premiers, you make sure that you come back and with a vengeance and just show your quality.
More rugby league heading your way tomorrow at 12 p.m. The Rams up against the Eels. That's in the men's competition. This draws to an end the day's competition for the women, but we'll also have more female competition. Tomorrow, it's the Bulls against Waikato. Waikato hoping to secure their first victory in this competition. Make sure you join us on Sky Sport 3 for that at midday, Apple Sunday. On behalf of myself and Monty Beethan and the production crew, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the afternoon of rugby league from Tamaki Makaurau and also from Wellington. We've enjoyed having your company and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Ka kite anō.